Tuesday, January 5th, in the year of 1937, Lieutenant Governor Walter H. Jurgensen called to order the 52nd session of the Nebraska legislature in this very chamber. On that day, the very first day of this state's great unicameral legislative history, before any business was conducted, a man that needed no introduction was recognized for his life's work that was immensely important to Nebraska as well as the entire country. Known as the father of the nonpartisan Nebraska unicameral, George W. Norris served in Congress for 10 years and as a U.S. Senator for 30 years. He was a key supporter of the Rural Electrification Act, bringing electrical service to the rural areas across the country. He also sponsored the Tennessee Valley Authority Act, improving the lives of people in the southern states during the Depression. He proposed and helped pass the 20th Amendment to the United States Constitution, which set January 20th as the date a new president takes office. He also helped craft the Norris Act, which is a great boon to working men and women across the nation. Presidents Franklin Roosevelt and John F. Kennedy had great respect for Norris, and he was featured in Kennedy's Profiles in Courage, published in 1956. The book focused on individuals displaying integrity, usefulness, courage, and consistency, what Kennedy called the 4 measures of greatness. I've distributed a copy of Norris's remarks given on January 5th, 1937 to each of you. But I want to read a couple excerpts from these remarks here this morning. Your work will attract the attention of not only people of our great Commonwealth, but of the entire country. Upon you and upon your work will be focused the eyes of all students of government all over the nation. Continuing. Your constituents do not expect perfection. They know that it is human to err, but they do expect and have a right to expect absolute honesty, unlimited courage, and a reasonable degree of efficiency and wisdom. The people of Nebraska will not condemn you if they do not agree with all of your official actions. You realize that honest men, patriotic men, and wise men do not always agree. In fact, disagreement on things which are not fundamental is an evidence of courage and independence. We expect an economical and efficient administration, and above all, an honest administration, free from partisan bias, political prejudice, or improper motives. Continuing. You have an opportunity to render a service to your fellow citizens that no other legislature has ever had. I believe you will meet your responsibility with courage and ability. From now on, Nebraska has a right to expect a business administration. Your works will be watched to a greater extent than the work of any legislature in the past. That your work may be successful and that we receive the approval of all honest-minded citizens is not only my personal wish, but I believe it is the hope and desire of a great majority of the loyal citizens of Nebraska. Not part of that 1937 speech, but he also stated, the voters selected us, in short, because they had confidence in our judgment and our ability to exercise that judgment from a position that we could determine what were their own best interests as a part of the nation's interests. That we may, and on occasion, lead. This may mean that we must on occasion lead, inform, correct, and sometimes even ignore the constituent opinion if we are to exercise fully that judgment for which we were elected. Let us rise now and honor this great man, George W. Norris, the father of the unicameral.